Hello everyone. In this session, we will discuss the differences between the procedural programming and the objective-oriented programming. So here, our C++ is the objective-oriented programming language, right? So here we will discuss what we have a differences between the procedural also. So first here, the procedural programming is divided into the small parts. So here, the first point is program is divided into small parts that we can call like your functions, so whatever we have the program that is divided into the small parts that we can call like your functions, like here. So by using the functions here we can create the multiple methods, right? So same like that here we are performing. And the objective oriented programming, so it is also divided the our program that we can call like your objects, same as it is here. The program is divided into the small parts that we can call like your objects, so whatever the program is divided into the small parts in the procedural, that we can call functions. In the objective oriented programming we can call that is the objects. And next here we have the second point. So here the function is more important than the data. Whatever we have the functions into the procedural language, so the function is more important than the data here. Here you can see we are dividing the parts into the some small parts, what that we can call like your function, right? So whatever you have the function, that is more important. Function is more important than data. Function is more important than data. And here this is the opposite. The data is more important than functions. Okay, so whatever you have the data, that is more important in this compared to the our functions. More IMP than functions, right? And next here, so this procedural oriented programming is the top-down approach. It can follows the top-down approach. So this can be follows the top-down approach format, from the top to bottom programmatic manner. And next here, objective oriented can be performed like bottom up. This is the bottom up approach. This is a reverse process for that. And next here, and here whatever you are adding the data into the procedural, like here we can call new data. So that new data and the functions in our procedural oriented programming is not an easy. So with the adding perform new data, we are adding the new data, right? That is not easy to add into the our functions into this procedural. So whatever you have the add new data and the functions, you can add the new data and the functions, that is not easy to perform in the procedural oriented programming. Okay, is not so easy, and in this whatever you're performing, okay, so that is easy way to add the new data and the function. So this is the not, but here this is the easy way to add the new data and the functions into the objective oriented programming. And next here we have the fifth one. Overloading is not possible. In the procedural, overloading is not possible. Overloading is not possible. But in the objective oriented programming, we can perform the overloading. Okay, so how means here the overloading is can be performed within the form of function overloading, and also it can be performed operator overloading. So here overloading is possible in the objective oriented programming. How it can be performed? Like your function overloading, or else it can be performed operator overloading. So here our objective oriented is supporting the our overloadings. And next here, so this procedural is based on the unreal world. This procedural oriented programming is based on the unreal world. Based on the unreal world. So this can be based on the real world. Opposite. Procedural oriented is based on the unreal world, and this can be based on the real world. And next here, so here whatever you have the data, or else this procedural oriented programming does not have any proper way to hide the our data. So means here if it is not hiding the data in the format like a proper way, so means we can call that is the less secure. It will be having the some less secure. So if it is hiding the our data, means definitely we can say yes, it is having the security. So but here in the procedural oriented programming, we don't have any proper way to hide the our data. So means here it will be having the less security. Less security. So comparing to this here, it will be having the more security or else powerful security. Comparing to the procedural, it will be having the more security. It can be provides the proper way to hide the our data. So that is like your our more security. And next here you can see, so your procedural oriented programming is command line oriented. By using this here, we can prepare the command line programs. This is the command line oriented, and here this objective oriented is the user or developer friendly. This is user or else developer friendly. Developer friendly. And next here, this can be supports procedural oriented programming can be supports reusability. It can be supports the procedural oriented programming is not supporting. It cannot it not supporting the reusability. Okay, and here this our objective oriented programming can supports the reusability. We can use this whatever we use with the code in everywhere, we can use in that line of code or anything. So in the procedural oriented programming, whatever we given the code, we need to be right in that line only. We cannot use that code into the another way. So in the object oriented, again we can use that code. That is possible. That's we can call like here reusability. And next here, for example, you can see so here in the procedural oriented, it can be provides the user can perform with the features like in the objective oriented we are performing like inheritance, polymorphism, like that. In this we can perform inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction, encapsulation, classes, objects, everything we can perform in the objective oriented. So something here I'm writing the etc. So but here those are not here provided by the our procedural. Okay, not provided into this, not provided into this. And you can see here in the procedural programming language here, for example, what we have. Okay, for example, here we have C language, and we have some high level languages, right? So like your Fortran and the Pascal, Basic, like here, like this here we have these some languages in the procedural languages, and here we have in the objective oriented, so that is like your C++, Python, Java, and the C sharp. So like this here .NET, or else here you can write the VB.NET, anything. So like this here we have the procedural oriented programming in the objective oriented programming differences. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for the watching.